Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself because I want to be a better person. It's something that I do. I record it and release it because, maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. I focus out of three major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and a Buddhist text. It's an introductory Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering. I try to rotate each of the texts at least twice a week. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. It just so happens I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin as whom you serve, Love yourself, because if nobody else loves you, if you love yourself, you'll be okay, and never give up on yourself. Never. When it gets rough out there, believe in yourself, because if you have yourself, you have everything. So we're back in the rotation of the Quran today. So we're still in chapter 2, but we're moving along. It's section 35, verses 258 through 260. How dead nations are raised to life. Hast thou not thought of him who disputed with Abraham about his Lord, because Allah had given him kingdom? We're talking about Abraham from the Bible, the Old Testament, okay? When Abraham said, "My Lord is he who gives life and causes to die," he said, "I give life and cause death." Abraham said, "Surely Allah causes the sun to rise from the east, so do thou make it rise from the west." Thus he who disbelieved was confounded, and Allah guides not the unjust people. Or like him who passed by a town, and it had fallen in upon its root, he said, "When will Allah give it life after its death?" So Allah caused him to die for 100 years, then raised him. He said, "How long hadst thou tarried?" He said, "I have tarried a day, or part of a day." He said, "Nay, thou hast tarried 100 years. But look at thy food and drink, years have passed over it. And look at thy ass, and that we may make thee a sign to men. And look at the bones, how we set them together, then cloth them, And look at the bones, how we set them together, then clothe them with flesh." So when it became clear to him, he said, "I know that Allah is possessor of power over all things." And when Abraham said, "My Lord, show me how thou givest life to the dead," he said, "Dost thou not believe?" He said, "Yes, but that my heart may be at ease," he said. "Then take 4 birds, then tame them to incline to them. Then take 4 birds, then tame them to incline to thee. Then place on every mountain a part of them, then call them. They will come to thee flying. And know that Allah is mighty wise."